ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यसेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धस्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्य अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। प्रज्ञानां सुप्रतानैः स्थिरचरनिकर व्यापिभिर्व्याप्य लोकान् भोक्त्वा भोगान् स्थविष्ठान् पुनरपि षणोद्भासितान् कामजन्यान् पीत्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् स्वपिति मधुरवं मायया भोजयन्नः माया संख्यातुरीयं परममृतमजं ब्रह्म यत्तत्नतोऽस्मि। यो विश्वात्मा विधिज विषयान् प्रास्य भोगान् स्थविष्टान् पश्चाचान्यान् समतिविभवान् ज्योतिषा स्वेन सूक्ष्मान् सर्वान् एतान् पुनरपि शनैः स्वात्मनि स्थापयित्वा हित्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् विगतगुणगणः पातु सो नस्तुरीयः पातु सो नस्तुरीयः। ओम इति एतत् अक्षरम् इदगं सर्वं तस्य उपव्याख्यानं भूतं भवत् भविष्यत् इति सर्वम् ओंकार एव यच्च अन्यत् त्रिकालातीतं तदपि ओंकार एव। सर्वं हि एतत् ब्रह्म अयमात्मा ब्रह्म स्वयमात्मा चतुष्पात् जागरितस्थानः बहिष्प्रज्ञः सप्तांगः एकोनविंशतिमुखः स्थूलः वैश्वानरः प्रथमः पादः स्वप्नस्थानो अंतःप्रज्ञः सप्तांगः एकोनविंशतिमुखः प्रविविक्तवुक् तैजसः द्वितीयः पादः यत्र सुप्तो न कंचन कामं कामयते न कंचन स्वप्नं पश्यति तत् सुप्तं स्वप्नस्थानः एकीभूतः प्रज्ञानघनः एव आनन्दमयः हि आनन्दभुक् चेतोमुखः प्राज्ञः तृतीयः पादः एष सर्वेश्वरः एष सर्वज्ञः एषा अंतर्यामी एषा योनि सर्वस्य प्रभवाप्य भूतानां बहिष्प्रज्ञो विभुर्विश्वः ह्यन्तप्रज्ञस्तु तैजसः घनप्रज्ञस्तथा प्राज्ञः एक एव त्रिधा स्मृतः दक्षिणाक्षिमुखे विश्वः मनस्यन्तस्तु तैजसः आकाशे च हृदि प्राज्ञः त्रिधा देहे व्यवस्थितः विश्वो हि स्थूलभुक् नित्यं तैजसा प्रविविक्तभुक् आनन्दभुक् तथा प्राज्ञः त्रिधा भोगं निबोधत त्रिषु धामसु यद्भोज्यं भोक्ता यश्च प्रकीर्तितः वेद एतत् उभयं यस्तु स भुञ्जानो न लिप्यते प्रभवः सर्वभावानां सतामिति विनिश्चयः सर्वं जनयति प्राणः चेतों सोऽन्पुरुषः पृथक् विभूतिं प्रसवं त्वन्ये मन्यन्ते सृष्टिचिन्तकाः स्वप्नमायास्वरूपेति सृष्टिरन्यैर्विकल्पिता Bhavan Gaudapada likes the number 3 very much. He has divided everything into 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Just for, like when we divide, it is easier. Let us say our body. Our body has got brain is there, heart is there, lungs is there, intestine is there. All these things are there. But while teaching, everything taught separately. Suppose one has to specialize on brain. They read only on brain. Or maybe part of the brain. Because their specialty. And skin, whoever is studying, only they read regarding skin and 7 years, 8 years, or 9 years, they will practice throughout their life regarding the skin only. That way it is easier. If one is dealing with everything, is master of jack of all trades, master of none. It is impossible because it's so complicated, not so complicated, it is so deep. So many things are involved in even in the nail. Just nail. It is just a piece of like hardened skin. But see how much it like cartilage. But how many things are, they study a lot. Because there is so much is there. Nobody can know everything. So to simplify, they divide. Here also, Gaudapadji, one Gaudapada, he has divided everything into in terms of 3. What was the first one he divided? Eka eva tridhaspadaha. That he told that the experiencer is of 3 types. We have all read, we are just going over it. And what the experiencer, what they are called? They are called the Vishwa, Taijasa, then Pragya. Eka eva tridhasmada. It is only one, but it acts like 3. One acting like 3. Vishwa, Taijasa, and Pragya. And what does the Vishwa do? Vishwa Bahis Pragya. It only knows whatever is external. It deals with the external. And Taijasa, Anta Pragya. It deals with the internal. And what the Pragya does? Ghana Pragya. That is, which is, it deals with that in which there is no, in which awareness as though it is absent. It has become concentrated. It has become like dense. absence of everything. It deals with absence of everything. One deals with everything external, one deals with everything internal, one deals with absence of everything. Prajna deals with absence of everything. It likes. It doesn't like anything. The waking and dream has to go completely. Waking world, dream world has to go completely. Then the prajna likes that. It doesn't. It gets tired of the waking world and the dream world. So 3. Then when he told her the location of the Vishwa is Dakshina, actually in the right eye. Right eye means the perception. Mainly right eye means it is there in all senses, but right eye is a like a indicator. It represents all senses. That means whenever the sense organs are active, they're used at that time, it is the Vishwa. Vishwa is working. Now, all of us are like we are talking and listening, we are seeing. That means now Vishwa is active. Vishwa is doing its job. Not Pragya, not Tejas. It is only Vishwa. Dakshinakshi Mukhi. That means it is present in the right eye. And where is Tejas? Tejas are present in the mind. Whenever anything is done by the mind, at that time Vishwa is not in action, but that Tejas is in action. Anything mind, we are thinking, or we are imagining, or we are feeling, at that time the Tejas is active. So Tejas, don't think that Tejas is only in the dream time. No, any action done at the mental level is called dream here. Here definition of dream is different than what we think, that we have to go to sleep, then we will close eyes, lights will be off, then dream. That is not the definition of dream in Mandukya Upanishad. Okay. Then where is the prajna? Prajna is in the space in the heart. It is present in the space in the heart. What does it mean? That when everything is absent, such a situation is created where prajna dwells, prajna functions. If everything is, body is working, mind is working, then prajna is not in action. But when everything stops, it is in action. And all these three, they are available in this body in the waking state. As per this definition, Tridha Dehe Vyavastita, all these three are available in the waking state. It's not that one has to go to sleep, then one has to dream, then only these three will come. No, they are available in the waking state in this body. Then he goes to tell that the object of enjoyment are also three. The experiencer, there are three. One, manifesting as three. And they act in three different places. And the object of enjoyment is also three. Tridha bhogam nibodhata. The bhoga means enjoyment is also three types. What is that? Vishwa sthula bhog. Vishwa only enjoys gross objects. It needs gross thing, which we can touch, which you can smell, which you can taste, which you can smell, which you can hear. Only deals with that. It is not interested in anything. It needs something gross. If you tell it, okay, you imagine and enjoy, it is not interested. It has to, a gross thing has to be given to it, provided to it. But some people Some people means the experiencer, sometimes it is so exhausted by the gross enjoyments because it needs work. Gross enjoyment leads, let us say I want to enjoy having a dog. Then a lot of work I have to do. I have to pay the money, then buy the dog, then I should have the license, then to take to the doctor, veterinary doctor, and check everything. Then we have to put a kind of some sign we have to put. Then we have to every day we have to take the dog out. Then in the winter it doesn't matter. And if I create any problem, then police will come and arrest me. And animal protection, this department, they will be after me. So when I am dealing with gross thing, always there is a lot of work is involved. A lot of work. Like how some people, they want a physical child. They cannot consider everybody as their children. No. They want a physical child, but they have to work. They have to do a lot of things. They cannot tell that, no, I want to have a child, but somebody else take care. No. So this Vishwa, it is only interested in the sthula bhog, gross things it can enjoy. It is not interested in anything. It has to have a which it can touch, it can smell, it can taste. Okay. But Taijasa is not interested in the sthula because too much of work. Anyhow, enjoyment is done in the mind. And in the one can imagine and enjoy. We don't have to have a real thing to enjoy. One can imagine. Like, oh, okay, I am on the top of a mountain. There is beautiful, the very cool breeze is blowing. And then nice clouds, birds are flying. One can imagine. And also one will feel very inspired if one can imagine. But some people, they can't imagine at all. They need gross things. They have to go to the mountain top. There, the cloud has to be there. The birds are to be flying. Otherwise, it is not entertaining for them. But some people, they can imagine the whole situation. They need not have to go to Yellowstone. They can sit at home and they can imagine and they will enjoy. That is the particularly those who are contemplation, they imagine. They can imagine a lot how Lord Sri Krishna, like now how we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, knowing all the leelas of Lord Sri Krishna, but they don't need a book. They don't have to open their mouth. They don't need the eyes. They can see it and imagine how Lord Sri Krishna is born and how all the leelas are going on, different kind of leelas. And that is very entertaining. So the Taijasa is what is the object of enjoyment? Pravivikta. Pravivikta means sukshma, subtle. And what the prajna? Prajna enjoys the absence of everything. I don't need anything, neither gross nor subtle. Only it enjoys Ananda. 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 It is less than Ananda, sort of Ananda. It doesn't need anything else. It doesn't need a gross laddu. It doesn't need a subtle laddu. It needs Ananda. That is the main function. That is the main enjoyment of the prajna. All other enjoyment has suffering is associated with it. Every enjoyment has got some kind of suffering. Every gain is associated with some kind of pain. But prajna, so enjoyment is such that it doesn't want any kind of enjoyment which is associated with some kind of defect, some kind of pain. That's why it enjoys only the Ananda bhog. It drinks Ananda. It eats Ananda. It enjoys Ananda. It cannot it will not enjoy a gross object. It will not enjoy a condition of the mind. It enjoys the absence of everything. See how it is made. The ego goes from gross to subtle. First it enjoys the gross. It tired, it enjoys in the subtle. Suppose gross is not available, it can enjoy in the subtle level too. It does. It has got all kinds of things. But whether it is gross enjoyment or subtle enjoyment, both come with a rider. Both come with a rider. They are not free. They will come, but something else is associated with it. Then it has devised a method how to enjoy the absence of everything. Okay. If somebody is enjoying the absence of everything, then that at that time, that person is called prajna. Because prajna has the special authority, the unique authority, the unique quality of enjoying the absence of everything. Ananda hook. Now, when there is no thing, there is no otherness, it is always ananda. So prajna doesn't like duality. Prajna doesn't like duality at all. That's when the deep sleep state, what happens? There is no sense of duality is not there. Even me and my spouse, me and my children, me and my parents, me and my job, me and my wealth, me and my success, these things are completely absent. Everything has become like a bundle of like oneness, as though there is no duality, sense of duality is not there. So the prajna, and when there is no idea of otherness, there will be ananda will be there. You see in the family, if everybody doesn't think that, she doesn't think that, okay, he's different from me, he's from that family, he has studied that, and his job is like this, his behavior is like that, his nature is like that, he's not thinking, she's from that family, her parents are different. If all of them think that we are from the same family and God has created all of us, then there will be ananda will be there. Okay. So that happens. So the prajna's enjoyment is not because of the differences. The Vishwa enjoy the differences. It will like, then it will like sometime, then it will not like sometime. But that problem is not there with the prajna. Prajna, because there is no duality at all for the prajna. It enjoys the usual differential characteristics are completely absent in the deep sleep. And that the prajna enjoys. And also, that's why people who are like they do a lot in the waking state, and then they imagine, and a time comes, enough is enough. I don't want to think of anything. And they take some liquor or something and induce the sleep, and they enjoy. And they enjoy so much, they want to repeat. And then they become addicted. All the narcotics is about the prajna, because it will bring the mind to such a condition where one forgets everything. There is nothing for it. Okay, this prajna. Prajna's enjoyment is ananda bhuki. It wants to eat only. Bhuk only ananda, eating. It only wants to eat ananda. But what the Vishwa does? It will eat. It means just gobble, just acquire and enjoy. What? The sthula. That's why we work so much, we earn so much just to buy a table, chair, a cat or a dog or something. There's nothing else. We think that if we buy more and more and more and more, then we'll be successful, we'll be happy. The Vishwa does that way. The Tejas just imagines and enjoys. Everything is imaginary. Okay, This you are sitting near the temple, seeing Lord Sri Krishna, and he is playing the flute. Like that one can imagine. But prajna, enjoyment is completely different. It doesn't imagine, it doesn't perceive. It is not interested in that at all. Absence of everything it enjoys, and which is very real, very difficult for the Vishwan Tejas. If absence is always considered as loneliness for us, we don't feel alone. We'll feel lonely. We are not we are not alone. We are lonely when things are not there. Actually, when nobody is there, nothing is there, our distraction and our suffering and create the ability to create problem will be very less because there is nobody. If when nobody is there, if we are feeling problems and nothing is there, I don't have any belonging, still I am having problem, know that that person is the problem himself or herself. If somebody is there, let us say, I have my brother. Brother is doing some, we are staying together. Brother is doing something which I don't like. Then I'll tell you, no, my brother is getting problem. But brother is not there. Child is not there. Spouse is not there. Dog is not there. Cat is not there. Wealth is not there. Land is not there. Still I'm having problem. That means from that I'm to conclude that I am the problem myself. I cannot point out because there is nothing. I'm telling you, the house is creating so much of problem. It is leaking everywhere. There is the plumbing has gone bad. The electric thing is. Then I can tell I can point out at the house. That house is the problem. But suppose I don't have a house, then what is the problem? That's why those who renounce things, for them there is no reason for any kind of problem. If there is any problem, that from inside. So they deal from inside. They don't deal from outside. Nothing to do because they have nothing. Only it is easier to handle what is within than to handle what is outside. Outside problems nobody can handle. It will always go like that. But inside problems, because it is a self-created thing, so one can handle that one. That's why they stay in solitary place and they observe. And fortunately, we have no problem at all. We have no problem at all. We are just imagining something and holding on to it and making it a big thing. But the prajna is not interested in all this drama, It is free from everything. It is just to enjoy the absence of everything. But the problem is, it is temporary. It is temporary. Again, the prajna will be Vishwa, where again the same problem starts. Gets tired of the waking and dream world. Then it goes want to go back. Every day it is the same thing. I want to enjoy grass. Now I'm tired. I want to enjoy the subtle. Then tired. Then I want to go to the absence of gross and subtle. It doesn't know any other thing. It cannot come out. Like a cycle, it is just going and going and going and going and going. When a cat catches a rat, if you have seen, the cat will not kill the rat immediately. It will catch it and will leave it. The rat will, the mouse will run, then again it will catch. Then it will throw it up. Then the mouse will fall on its body. And it will sit there and will look up like this. One will say, oh, okay, the mouse is now thinking, oh, I'm safe, there's no problem at all. Again, the cat will catch it, throw it. And at the end, by that, it is creating that kind of a deep feeling for eating. Just if we go and eat and all, no, there's a candle should be there, music should be there, some dance should be there, and people are talking, and then we enjoy the food. Actually, food itself, if all these external things are not there, that food, I don't think it enjoy in the party. I don't think anybody will enjoy that, how the arrangement is done and how somebody will coming and please come and please eat and this is for you. 100 kinds of 100 types of thing have to be kept in place, then we will enjoy. We'll enjoy. A lot of things are to read, like the fruits. Fruits we can take and just wash it and eat it. No, it has to be cut, it has to be arranged nicely, and then a flag has to be put, and then the umbrella has to be put, and then the one tulsi leaf. So much decoration has to be done. Then only it is interesting. Otherwise, it is not that interesting. We are not eating for really hunger. Hunger eating is different. We want all the sense pleasures. While eating one apple, all the sense organs are to be entertained. For the prajna, all these things are not there. Then Bhagavan told that trupti is of contentment is of three types. The trupti is the contentment, three types. What is the contentment? When the Vishwa is sthulam tarpayate Vishwam, the gross objects can only entertain, can only give satisfaction to the Vishwa. And subtle objects can only satisfy the Tejas. And the Ananda can satisfy the Pragya. This is Trupti. Trupti. Tridha Truptim Nibodhata. Object of enjoyment three types. Then the Trupti, when one is coming in contact with the three types of objects, the type of satisfaction that is created, there are three types. Then at the end, Gaudapadji concluded that, do you know, this bhujya and bhokta, the experiencer and experienced, are just like the druk and drishya, like the seer and seen. Seer can see which is different from itself. And whatever the seer sees, the seer is different from all of them. Seer is one, seen are many. One seer is seeing many things. So in the sin only, there are manyness is only in the sin, but so far as seer is concerned, seer is always one. Like one sees a tree, and the same person will see a mountain, same person will see the river, same person will see a tiger, same person. How we know that if the same person is seeing all this? Because memory is there. One who has seen the mountain, that person remembers that when that person sees the tiger, he remembers that, I have seen the mountain too. That will same entity, otherwise there will be discontinuity. The seer of the tiger will not remember the seeing the mountain. If there are two different seers, then there will be no connection. But there is continuity of memory. That means there is one entity is there who is seeing, one experiencer is doing all these things, not 320 experiences. But if one knows, it is not God realization, it is just a simple observation that whatever I am seeing, I am different from it. if one has observed it clearly, and one knows the relationship between Ubhaya. Ubhaya means both. The relationship between the Bhoji and Bhokta, how the experience happens. If one analyze the experience in Kindle Life, which Gurudev has told, in every experience, there are three things are involved. One is the experiencer, the experienced, and the contact of the experiencer with the experience, that is called experiencing. The three factors are involved in every experience. Experiencer is a sentient entity. Experienced is an inert object. And the contact between this sentient entity and the inert objects creates experience. That's called experiencing. These three factors are there. The experienced object has no meaning without the experiencer. And the experiences have no meaning on the experiencer. Suppose we want to make an experience really good, then we don't have to concentrate on the experienced objects, or we don't have to concentrate on the experience. Only we have to concentrate on the experiencer. If experiencer is made happy, then all the experiences will be happy. By acquiring different objects, by changing the objects, by changing the places, by changing the style, one will not be happy, which we are doing now. We are just trying to change the world to be happy. But it is not going to happen. That method will never work because the experiencer has the issue. Experiencer has the issue. In that chapter, Puja Gurudev has clearly written that the experiencer has to be taken care of. Then how to take care of the experiencer? Of course, all those things are here. And here Gaudapada is telling, if one is clearly observing each and every experience, experiences are not for us to be caught in the experience. Experiences are not for that. Experiences have educational value. Every experience teaches something. Actually, all of them, they teach surely one thing. All the experiences. If one knows that the experiencer is always different from the experiences, whatever the experience may be, it doesn't matter, then saha bhunjana na lipyate. Even though that person is experiencing, still that person is free from the experiences. This is the only thing. Here he is not talking of meditation at all. It is a simple observation. What I am experiencing is always different from me. The experiencer cannot experience itself. That's why the death is not an experience. Nobody has experienced death. Death is such an event where the experiencer is absent. That's why nobody can tell how the death is. What it was like going to the Niagara Falls, one can tell. But death is not an experience. Nobody has experienced death. Everybody imagines, they tell that, death is it must be so cruel. I don't know what people think of. And we get scared death. If we experience, like suppose we have experienced Kerala, then we'll tell, this is bitter, I don't want to take. That is okay. But if you say, I don't want to die, though it is not going to, death is not going to stop for me, but I don't want to die. Then are you scared? Yes, it is a very scary thing. Have you experienced? No. Then how are you telling? This is the very peculiar thing. Very peculiar thing. But those who have experienced enlightened souls, they tell that it is much better than living on this earth. That is a in-body experience and outside body experience. Outside body experience is much more enjoyable than the in-body experience.
Swamiji, isn't Turiya experiencing death? There is the substratum.
For Turiya, there is no experience at all. For Turiya, there is no experience. Turiya is Turiya. Veda etat ubhayam yastu sabhunjano nalipyate. It is such a great thing that even if we have not realized the truth of ourselves, who really we are, but a simple observation will remove all kinds of problems which we really feel when we experience something. Like this coronavirus thing. How much disturbed we are. As if we are not disturbed before, only this thing. Nothing has stopped. Eating has not stopped. Watching TV is not stopped. Gossiping has not stopped. Nothing has stopped. Whatever we are doing, we are doing. But still, we feel very suffocated. Even while enjoying, one has nothing to do with that enjoyment. If we enjoy, either we are excited by that enjoyment or we feel exhausted, boring. Any enjoyment, any experience creates these two kinds of feelings. But na lipyate, he is telling categorically, na lipyate, if one knows that the seer is different from the sin, the bhokta is different from the bhojya, then bhokta, while having the bhojya, will never be contaminated by the bhojya. Will never be contaminated. Like when we are eating in a plate, we put rice, we put dal, then we put vegetable, and then we put sweet, and then we make it so dirty looking, ugly looking, some pickle or something, it will look so ugly. Then we take to the sink, then we wash it. Everything is ready for do the same thing. Because we know that plate is always clean, but I have made it dirty, so I can remove that by washing it. That's all. Otherwise, every time, either one has to use the use and throw, or one can use this. Now we are using which just wash it and then again reuse it. Recycling. And how many the same plate we are using? How many years? 30 years, 40 years, 50 years we are using, because it doesn't hold anything. It holds everything, but it doesn't get attached to anything. That part we know. That's why you are using plates, ceramic plates or glass plates or steel plates. We know that. That's why we are using them. We are not using any other thing. We are not using leaf or something. So our enjoyment, only a person who knows this fact that nothing is happening to me, I'm completely different from what I am experiencing. It may be good experience or bad experience. I'm completely different from it. That person can enjoy both. That person can enjoy what is pleasant and what is unpleasant. It can enjoy both because I have nothing to do with that. But now we are to enjoy a particular thing. A particular thing, we think that if everything is like that, then we will enjoy. And we enjoy for few days. Then whatever was giving so much of joy is no more that exciting anymore. Then we have to change that object. All the time we have to change, go on changing and changing and changing and changing. In the food, we don't enjoy the same thing. We tell that, no, I'm a rice eater. Rice, if we are not eating the same rice, we are making different things in the rice. We make it idli, then we'll enjoy. We make dosa, we enjoy. Then we make some payasam, we'll enjoy. Then we'll make some kind of like lemon rice, then some yogurt rice. Because same thing, it is not enjoyable. We want a different version of the same thing. Because we don't know any other thing. Our food habits are limited. Then we have to make different versions of the same thing. Sabhunjano na lipyate. And the purpose of telling all this, who is the experiencer, what is experienced, what is the trupti, and where the place, where they function, the purpose is not to gather the information, a lot of information regarding these things, though it is very interesting, but the intention is to find the underlying principle. Underlying principle. There is a reality as a substratum, and the play of all these three is happening on that substratum, and that is me. Satamiti vinischaya. Satamiti vinischaya. There is a positive entity behind all these changing entities. Satamiti vinischaya. Be confirmed, be sure of that. Satamiti vinischaya. Then he told, all the living entities are from something conscious, and all the inert things are from something inert. And then he gave two names. All the inert things have come from prana, which is called Maya, and Prakriti, and all the experiencers like Vishwa, Tejas, and Prajna, they are conscious, and they have come from the Purusha. Purusha Pratak. Sarvam Janayati Prana Chetum Sun Purusha Pratak. Here the chapter ends. That means he directed by the analyzing the experiencer, experiencing everything, he directed us towards our true self, which is not an experience at all, which truly we are. Nobody tries to experience themselves. We try to experience others, other things, but we don't. There's no need, because self is not an object of experience for the self. Then he went to tell that, this Vishwa, Tejas, and Prajna, they are just like the Vispulinga, they are like the sparks of the fire, to tell that the fire and the sparks of fire, they have the same thing, same quality. What quality fire has? Its spark is also have the same quality. Okay, even though we tell Vishwa, Tejas, and Prajna 3, but the same characteristics, they are not different. Same thing with the objects too. Now that chapter ended. Now the different theories of creation propounded by different philosophies, and we are seeing that last time. Different theories, different philosophies by different schools of philosophy. What they think regarding the creation. When we talked regarding Vishwa, Tejas, and Prajna, then Sthula, Pravikta, these are all creation. But that is that Gaudapadji told that the creation is given to direct our mind to the very substratum because of which creation is possible. That way the creation is, otherwise creation will create problem. Creation is not to be enticed by the creation. Creation is indicating something else. So we should be intelligent enough to shift our attention to that. But what the other school of philosophy they tell regarding creation, that is also mentioned here. Vibhutim prasavam tvanni manyante srishti chintakaha swapnamaya sarupeti srishtirannir vikalpita srishti chintakaha. That means those who think regarding the creation. Oh, creation is so grandeur. Creation is so nice. Creation is made of varieties. They give reality to the creation. They give reality to the creation. Creation is real. And they think regarding how the creation can be manipulated, how it can be used for our enjoyment. They always think of that. Sushti Chintaka. They try to find a theory how the creation has happened. They give reality to the creation. Particularly, this philosophy is by Ramanujacharya, who tells that everything is in everything. Everything in this world is made of atom. Atom contains everything. All the characteristics, anything is there in anything, everything. For example, rope. Is there a snake in the rope? Tell me, Rabiji, is there a snake in the rope?
No.
No, there is no snake in the rope, but one can see a snake on the rope. When there is a fear in me regarding the snake, and a rope is lying there, but in the rope really there is no snake, but I will see a snake, because Ramanujacharya is telling that in the rope also snake is there. Everything is in everything. Everything contains everything. Okay. Laddu, it is made of just besan, but it has the power to give enjoyment because it is there inside. Only those people who has little greed for the laddu, or who has got little attraction for the laddu, that laddu will be the greatest enjoyment for them. Everything is there in everything. And in Vedanta also it is told in a different way that nothing in this world is incomplete. Everything is complete. What is there in Pindanda, that is there in Brahmanda too. What is there in the individual, that is there in totality. If you want to find the truth of the totality, we don't have to go to totality. We don't have to go to the entire world. We can find it within ourselves. But it doesn't give reality to the creation at all, Vedanta. But Ramanujacharya is telling it is real. They are called Srushti Chintaka. They always give a lot of attention to the creation, how to make it and how to manipulate it and how to so that we'll have a very good life. We can get maximum out of this world. Srushti Chintaka. They make a theory how the creation has come. Everything they have completely. It is a complete science. Srushti Chintaka. The creationists. They are called creationists. What they tell? Vibhutim prasavam tu anni manyante srushchintaka. Prasavam. Prasavam means creation. Like how when you are born, we tell prasava. Prasava means birth. So here it is creation. Prasava. Creation, anni manyante. Some other people, other school of philosophy, what they consider? Manye means they consider that creation is the Vibhutim. The creation is the Vibhuti. Vibhuti means the glory. Glory of what? It is the glory of the strength of God. God's power. God's power, expression of God's power is this creation. They tell that way. Or manifestation of God's power is this creation. Prasavam Vibhutim anya manyante. Other people manyante, they consider that creation is nothing but the glory of the Lord. It's God's glory. Like how each one of us have our own glory. Like somebody is a singer, somebody is a painter, somebody is a good mathematician, somebody is a good player. That is the beauty of that person. What is God's beauty? Creation is the God's beauty. That is his glory. Beautim prasavantanni manyante srishtichintakaha. And some other people, other category of people, other philosophy, what they tell? Swapnam, no, other people tell Swapnam ayasa rupeti srishti anyer vikalpita. Anyer vikalpita means other people, they think that the creation is same as a dream, like swapna, or maya, or maya, or illusion. Some people, some other category, they like, creation is like swapna, is like illusion. Illusion is maya, swapna is dream. See in the why he is giving two examples, because swapna, in the when swapna is little easier. Illusion, sometimes it is, we generally consider both equate as both, equate both as the same, but actually here Gaudapadhyaya has made a distinction that some people, they think that it is like swapna, and some people, they think that it is illusion. In the illusion, one has to be involved, but swapna happens on its own. Swapna, no effort is involved. In illusion, one has to imagine, but some effort is needed. So either it is spontaneous thing, or it is depending on some effort. Of whose? Same God. Either God is dreaming, or it God's maya. Some other people that. Srishti anyed vikalpita. Others vikalpita means they conclude that way. Then Bhagavan Shankaracharya is giving commentary on this one. Let us go through it. Last time we have seen this one, but let us go. First word is vibhutim, then the word is prasavam, then anye manyante. So he is going to expand the meaning of all these words separately. First is vibhuti. And what Bhagavan Shankaracharya is telling, giving the meaning, vibhuti means bistar. Bistar means it is expansion. Expansion. When small thing is expanded, it is called creation. That is as per one school of philosophy. Okay, vibhuti means bistar, it is expansion. Like how previously we are only single, then we become double, then we are 6 or 7, then after some days a whole colony is from the same, only 2 people. It is called bistar. Now we expanded. That is creation. Vibhuti means bistara. And whose bistara it is? Ishwarasya. Ishwarasya. So vibhuti is Ishwarasya bistara. Srishti iti. That means Ishwarasya vibhuti srishti. Okay, the expansion of the Lord is invisible. He is just like an atom present in the heart, and his expansion is his creation. He Onoho Aniyan. He is smaller than the smallest, but he is also bigger than the biggest. Because when he expands, he becomes, when the Brahman avatar, he was only came as a Brahmin boy, but he asked for to Bali only 3 feet of land. He told, 3 feet, I can give anything. Only 3 feet of land, he just laughed. Because this boy, he doesn't know anything. Then he expanded that into 1 feet occupied the entire earth. And the second, entire the heavenly world. Then where he will keep the third leg? The Bali was very clever. He was humble. He understood his limitation. He was very proud of he was doing charity. He was giving everything. Now he told that, okay, my head is the third one. So he put the head on the leg on the head. And the ego is gone. The pride is gone. Vibhuti vistara iswarasya sushti iti sushti chintaka manyante. The sushti chintaka, they consider that way. That is the expansion of the Lord. Expansion of that one. But this doesn't go well with the Paramartha Chintakaha. Sushti Chintakaha, they are happy with this one. But Paramartha Chintakaha, those who are interested in only the truth, they don't buy. They are not fascinated by the theory of creation. They are not fascinated. It is written, Natu Paramartha Chintakanam Sushtu Adara. Sushtu Adara. Adara means they are not fascinated. They have no fascination for what the theory of creation, how many theories are there, how world created, and from what is created. They are not interested in that one. They are only interested in the reality. What is the real thing? They are called the Paramartha Chintakana. Paramartha Chintaka. That means he is pointing out that if one is interested in the Supreme Lord, don't worry regarding the creation. Who has created, how he has created through Maya and 100 things. Sattvaras, Tamas, and then the Panchikarana. There's no need. Paramartha Chintakana Sustu eva Adarha na. Na means not. They are not concerned with that at all. They don't even read that portion. And an example is given from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Indraha mayavihi pururupa iyate. It is quoted from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, where it is told Indra means here the God. Indra means not Indra Devata. The Supreme Lord, mayavihi means through Maya, he pururupa iyate, he became many forms. That means he, from the standpoint of the onlooker, he is many. When we see at the one Lord, we see many because we see through the mind. But the realized masters, of course, the perception, sense organs and mind, they both are required for perception. But they don't take the help of the senses and the mind to reach at the truth. Perception-wise, there are differences we are seeing because that is the way the mind has the ability to make one to appear as many. But understanding-wise, there is no creation, only one truth is there, that's all. And then he gave the example, and last time we saw this one, I hope you have remembered. Nahi mayavinam sutram akase nikshipya tena sayudham arushya chakshihu agocharatam atitya yuddhena khandasaha chinnam patitam punaruthitam cha pashyatam tatkruta mayadi sattvatva chintayam adaro bhavati. What he is telling, Nahi Maya, when he is giving the example of a magic show. The magician, he came to the stage and suddenly he took a rope and threw to the space, threw to the Akasha. And everybody looking that where he threw, and it's a open stage. And that rope is going and going and going and going and going. It going to such an extent till it became invisible. It is going up. So high it went, everybody is looking up. That rope is going. Akasa nikshipa means he threw. Then what he did, he told to the entire audience, do you know there are so many demons? They are trying to harm us. We have to destroy them. Can you all go? Everybody looked here and there. Nobody wants to go. It was, I will give sword to you. Nobody is dead. Everybody is frightened. We don't want to go to let them harass us, doesn't matter. Then he told, okay, you will not go, but I cannot be like you. I don't like these Rakshasas. I want to kill them. So what he did? Sayudham Aruhya. Sayudham means the weapons. He brought a sword and on the other hand a gun. And he equipped it. Then he put a armor. He equipped himself. Then to reach the Rakshasas before they come here, he wants to attack them in their own places. So he climbed that rope. Aruhi means climbing. And then everybody saw that he's climbing that rope. He's climbing, going up and up and up and up. Then what happened? Sakshu agocharam atitya. Then he went beyond the senses. Nobody can see him anymore. Sakshu agocharam, nobody can see. First people are seeing him, but now nobody can see him. Atitya. Then the yuddha started between the Rakshasas and the magician. They were fighting and fighting. A lot of sound was going on. Ding, dang, dang, dang. It is going on because the fight is going between the asuras and this magician. But after some time, they are hearing the sound. But suddenly they saw Yuddhena Khandasaha Chinnam Patitam, that his head fell apart. His head was caught. I think the asuras, they have caught his head, so the head fell down on the stage. Then his right hand fell off. His left hand fell off. Then his leg also came out. Everything was falling on the stage one by one. Everybody was watching. Oh, sad. Someone was crying. Someone, oh, poor magician. We don't have to see this magic. You have all this situation. Because they saw that every part is falling off from the sky. And it is falling, doom, damn, it is falling on the, that means these asuras, they have really beaten him like left and right. Then when they are crying and they're wiping their tear and they're talking to each other, so miserable, what will happen to his family, how his children will go to school. They are discussing like this. And suddenly, Punarutthitham, he was fallen into so many parts, that he was converted so many parts and has fallen the stage. Suddenly, all the parts came alive. You know, this in the Balware class, they tell a story. There are three friends for that. You must have heard this story. That I will just take 2-3 minutes and we'll finish this one. The three students, they are very close friends. They are very close to each other. They will always talk together, move together, and they were so happy. They were not paying any attention to studies. So they are not going to school. They will only play and go to forest and pluck different kind of berries. Then their parents are very much worried. They told her, we are good boys. You don't have any bad habits or anything. But you are not studying. Then you will be useless. You will not be useful to yourself. Then they convinced, and the three boys, they decided that they had to go to school. They went to the school, but school is far, far away from the village. One has to go through the forest walk to the forest for 3 to 4 hours. Then only they can reach the school. Now all the three friends, they decided that they will attend the school. So they walked. They walked and walked and walked. There is no conveyance. They reached and they studied. But in the summer vacation, they had to come back home. Again, they had to work. They were staying with the teacher there in the school, the Kulaguru. Now they came back. They were walking and walking, walking and walking. And when the forest they are walking, suddenly one friend, friend number one, asked to the, just to pass the time, asked to the friend number two, that what did you learn? What did you learn in the school? Then the second person told that, I learned a mantra. What mantra you learned? Now I can bring the parts which are separated from each other, I can bring them together. If something is broken, I can assemble. Oh, wow. So you can combine, if things are like different parts, then I can bring them together. Again, it will be whole body. Okay, that is good. That is so much. All the 6 months it took to learn this mantra. That is great achievement. Then they asked the friend number 3, what did you achieve? I learned a mantra. What can you do? I can make every inert object alive. I can infuse life into every inert object. Wow. So that you can do? Now, yes, I can make dead bodies also alive. Which has no life, I can make it alive. Okay, wow. Then both of them, friend number 2 and friend number 3, they together they asked to friend number 1, what did you learn? He told, I only learned common sense. Only common sense you learned? All these 6 months, 7 months you went in the only to learn common sense? Now, yes, only my teacher in the class, they taught only common sense. Then they told both of them, they told her, that means you wasted your time. When this thing is happening, suddenly they saw a dead lion. And the hyenas, they have tore apart that lion. The tail is lying somewhere, the teeth is lying somewhere, the nose is lying somewhere, the eyes are lying somewhere. In this way, everything is scattered everywhere. And when the friend number 2 saw this one, he told her, I can bring everything together. I can combine all these things. Oh, you can combine? Yes, you can combine. Then he chanted that mantra, Om Kling Hrim Krim. Suddenly all the parts came together. It is a now whole complete lion, but it is a dead lion. But everything came together. Then the friend number 3 told her, I can put life into it. I can make it alive. But the first friend told, please don't do it. Please don't do it. He told, no, I want to do. I want to have learned it, I can do it. Then the first friend told that, okay, let me climb a tree, then you chant your mantra. And he told also to the second one, please climb, otherwise this lion will be alive. The lion was really chasing a deer, but now the hyenas, they attacked it, and then the lion is dead. So he's hungry. So he will eat all 3 of us. But the third friend, he's insistent in bringing life, the tiger to life, lion to life. And when he chanted, it became alive, it looked here and there and chased. And luckily, the first one, he has already climbed the tree. Second one and third one, they're eaten by the lion. This is like what I was telling, what is needed at what time one should know. Common sense is very much needed. All the people are fascinated by the magician, but some people, they are not. And that person will see next time. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Santi Santi Santi. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.